Yo, what's poppin'? You done tap back in with the Gangsta's Kitchen in the Hood, where the food is vegan and you will not get tired of eating. I promise. I mean, hey, you cooking with the blood. What's poppin'? Yeah, baby, we back in the Gangsta Kitchen, and today I'm about to show y'all how I made a vegan pulled pork. This time out of oyster mushrooms. I know I got a video on that, probably about 2 videos on the jackfruit, and then I got one on the slick side of the whoop whoop. But you know, I'm finna show you how I really get in. You know what I'm saying? So right now I'm just prepping my vegetables. I got my red bell peppers, my green bell peppers, and my onions, right? And we're gonna throw this in a cast iron skillet. Boom. I had this on like a good medium high before I threw it in there, right? So now we finna work on these oyster mushrooms. Now, it's 2 different ways how you can break these oyster mushrooms down. You can do a fork, like the like the fork method, and then it's gonna give it that, it's gonna basically shred it up. You know, sometimes it'll be faster, whatever the case may be, whatever floats your boat. And this what it looked like. But me, I just went ahead and did with my hands. The fork is cool and all, but you know, it is kind of time consuming instead of doing it with your hands. But hey, whatever floats your boat. So now we got our oyster mushrooms shredded down. You know what I'm saying? Ready to get in this pot. We're going to go ahead and grab a handful of them guys, right? Boom. You know, we're going to keep this shit gangster. You know what I'm saying? Then we're going to throw it in the cast iron skillet. Let it get right. Let it get tight. And what I'm doing is I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of the Better Than Bouillon No Chicken. So this is the vegan version, you know what I'm saying, the chicken flavor. So I added like 2 tablespoons of that guy, and I put it in there. Once you put it in there, you want to make sure that all the mushrooms get coated with that so it could, you know, it can soak up that flavor. Next, I'm adding some vegetable broth. Now, I'm adding a little vegetable broth, just a little bit, because what I want to do is I want to cook this down until there's like hardly any more vegetable broth in there. That's how you know the oyster mushroom soaked up all that juice. So while that's cooking and going banoodles, right, we finna go ahead and get this vegan coleslaw together. This is quick, simple, easy, right? As you can see, I'm peeling off the outer skin of the cabbage because, you know, it'd be too much going on in the grocery store. You feel what I'm saying? So, boom, I peeled that, cut that, did that, and now I'm also adding some purple cabbage as well inside of it. You know, kind of unorthodox, but you know, I'm unorthodox. You feel what I'm saying? All right, so boom, so we adding our carrots in there, right? Bada boom, bada bing, right? And then we're gonna add some vegan mayo, soy free, with some mustard and some organic white wine vinegar. Please understand that the white wine vinegar is definitely important. You know what I'm saying? Don't be too generous, but it's gonna add that extra wooty woo. I'm also adding some agave, right? Now, some people add sugar, but I'm using agave. You feel what I'm saying? Then we're just gonna season it with some pepper, some salt, mix it on in, let it get coated, let it get right, let it get tight. This is what it look like. Ooh, stop playing. What? Let it get right, let it get tight. This is what it looked like, that rhyme. So I'm going to get this a little tasty-wasty. And when I tasted this, I was like, yeah, this is him, right? So boom, this is what the oyster mushrooms look like so far. Now we're finna add our Carolina barbecue sauce. Shout out to Carolina. Once we added the barbecue sauce, I'm going to add a little extra mustard, a little Organicsville ketchup, a little agave to sweeten it up, and then we're gonna add our seasoning, some pink Himalayan sea salt, some black pepper, you know, some garlic, granulated, some cumin, a little fennel seeds, and then we're just gonna push this all together, you know what I mean? And yeah, we finna go ahead and plate this guy on up outside in the sun. So I got my buns. You can toast your buns as well. I didn't toast it, right? I got the organic vegan potato buns, so them guys was already soft. And as you can see, I like my vegan barbecue pulled pork. I like it a little sloppy, you feel me? I like it a little sloppy, a little drippity whippity, you know what I mean? Boom, this is what it looked like. Finna go ahead and bite this guy on the ain't. Oh, look at all that bit dripping out there. What? Stop playing. Hey, man, look, man. We back in the Gangsta Kitchen. BBQ Vegan Pulled Pork. Huh? Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. Now get out my kitchen.